Campbell Brown.
No bias, no bull.
CNN weeknights, 8 Eastern.
It may be a jolly holiday season for U.S. merchants after all. A new report out today from the National Retail Federation predicts Black Friday shopping will spike 16% this year. And that is no surprise in the buy now, pay later age of the American credit card. Well, this week, some of the credit card industry's darkest secrets are exposed in a new PBS Frontline documentary. It's called The Card Game. And watch as a former bank insider shows what's hidden in the fine print of those free credit card offers that you get in the mail. Listen to this.
Open this one for me and tell me what you think. That's from Bank of America. And on the back it says 0% intro APR.
But there is a asterisk or whatever the mark. So I have to now read that footnote. I will have to remove my glasses to read it. It says, for this, see disclosure summary, insert for details. And I have to find a disclosure summary, which is the one here. So on the outside, it's a 0% intro APR. In here, it says that my APR is 11.9, 15.9, or 19.9, right? And the APR you receive is determined based on your creditworthiness. So I have no idea which one I'm going to get when they approve me.
So disclosure, you say, doesn't work.
I mean, look how much time it takes for both of us to
Exactly.
go through this. I think that your average consumer is not going to be able to translate what the real pricing is.
And Frontline correspondent and producer Lowell Bergman is joining us right now to talk more about this. Lowell, so having just seen that clip from your report, who is the banking industry really targeting? Who's the ideal customer for them? Who are they trying to get to with these offers?
Well, traditionally, it's someone who will run a balance and never pay it off. That's been the model of the most profitable customer for most of the last 30 years. Although because of the economic turndown, Great Recession that we're in the middle of, the banks are actually shedding a lot of customers who are questionable and riskier, and they're looking now for people who can actually pay it off. That's becoming a new model for the industry, and we're in that transition right now, as well as new legislation that's coming to effect early next year.
And let me go into a little deeper into some of this. You talk about the regulations which take effect next year. The credit card insider, I know that you talked to as part of the documentary, revealed that what the banks think about their attempts to change their practices. And let's listen to what he said.
Tell me the rules, and then I'll outsmart you all. You make the stupid laws, I'll comply, and I'll make money. It's market will bear, and there are always some desperate people who will take the product. Lending money to people is never a difficult exercise. Okay, people will take money if you're willing to give them.
What you found here is that banks are already scrambling to do whatever they can to get around these rules before they kick in. Talk us through some of the stuff that they're doing.
Well, for example, a lot of people have received notification that they're going to have variable rate interests on their card. You might have gotten a card and it said 9.7% or 12%, and they would have to notify you under the new rules, which actually this particular rule went into effect in August, of a 45-day change in your interest rate. So to get around that, the banks have changed people's agreements so that there is a variable rate that will float with the cost of money, and it will have something like 14% on top of whatever the cost of funds are for them. So they're trying to lock in different situations which will get around whatever the restrictions are in the law. The law will make it illegal for the first time in February for them to stop doing what's called universal default. That means where they can change your interest rate if you are late on some other bill, a utility bill, a car payment, or something else. So it will make some changes in what people have complained about and called amongst its most abusive practices. At the same time, there are a lot of loopholes. For instance, small business cards are not covered at all, and nor does it get into debit cards, which now exceed credit cards in the number of transactions that are going on, and those debit card fees that mount up.
Well, I know you've done a lot of research on this and a really interesting look at what's going on. Lowell Bergman from PBS. Appreciate your time tonight, Lowell. Thanks so much.